Okay, Mark, Kevin Dye with Dye Painting. You're probably looking at your camera and wondering why myself, my wife, my kids, Leela, Linda, we're all out here in the driveway having a powwow. I don't see them enough. You have some great neighbors. I mean, these people are the salt of the earth, and I never get to see them, so that's why we had to stop and palaver for a minute, because they sure are nice people. So, okay, so most of this stuff here that I'm seeing, you know, like you said, a lot of this up underneath here, this looks pretty good. I'm kind of a tough guy on this stuff, unfortunately, because the way, I mean, this door does not need to be addressed. And some of these railings do, and it all looks like the same material. I'm kind of a tough guy on this stuff because, you know, I just see things. I mean, so I see with the top part of my nail, I'm already seeing that I can get some movement on the building. So on the finish. So the bad thing is that I think after this is cleaned and pressure washed, that it would probably need it here too. But I'll just do a bid of what the property would cost to do the property, and then I'll do a bid what it would cost to do the one side. So that way you can have an idea. I don't maul people. I don't drive hardline bargains or anything like that, but when I see stuff, I make mention of it. And I mean, I know it probably looks okay, but the reality is that this product does look like it would probably be time to put something on it. And my suggestion, obviously, if it was going to go to a full of the building itself, my suggestion would be that we do a tester and try an oil that gets it close to exactly like this color, and we kind of go with something like that, and it's going to give you like 10 to 12 years instead of the 5 to 7. But that's just me. It definitely appears as if the eaves are a different product unless they just dried in a certain way. I'm going to go back up onto the deck now, so since I can't get up from the roof. But what we do is we pressure wash. We show up when we strip all the lights off the house. And this would go if we do the entire house or just the back. So we strip the entire house of deck, lights, everything. We take everything off that we don't want. We can leave the cameras and we just mask them at the last minute. But all the lights, this amazing chair that better not ever get stolen, because this thing is awesome, man. That thing is awesome. So, you know, just all the stuff. Obviously, this door does not need any attention at all. Some of this area, you know, you're okay, but you're starting to get pops of black mold and stuff. And if that's not dealt with, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And that's the only thing that we try to explain to people, that unfortunately, that's just how it works. This side is definitely in need, obviously, why you called me. This guy all the way up. So we'd have to kind of take a look at it and just... I'd like to try a tester of an oil-based material that we could maybe possibly put on it and right over the top and make sure that we don't have any issues, and kind of go from there. Not a big deal working off the roof. None of this stuff is. What happened to the railing, I wonder? Maybe you guys took it down, but none of this stuff is hard to get at. Pretty easy stuff. Pretty self-explanatory, easy to fix. But this is the sign of a water-based hybrid paint that, you know, they call it an oil-based hybrid acrylic, but the reality is an acrylic is water. So unfortunately, that's what you get. So, you know, in a perfect world, I would like to come in and put a clear on all this stuff, and then have the actual wood pick a really nice color that's very close to the original, and see if we can pressure wash off some of it, sand a little bit of it off, and put like a really nice, better longevity product and oil on it, and go from there. And then, you know, that of course would entail cleaning. So yeah, because you're starting to get pop mold and that stuff. It just keeps going, and the next thing you know, it's like this post, and you can't get rid of it. You have to sand, and so your price goes up exponentially, and it's just a total nightmare. So I that would be me. I mean, I'll bid it any way you want. I'll do the work any way you want. I will, you call us and you tell us what you want, and I can handle it. But if this was my house, that's just what I'm saying. If this was my house, I would come in I mean, you got mold on these guys pretty good too. I think I would come in and just and at least give you a price if cost is always an issue. So, you know, we can kind of give you a cost of what we think everything would be, and you can say yay or nay or what have you, and we can pretty much go from there. But that's what I would say. And then if need be, we can always get on this railing, take this railing down and spray it. It appears as if somebody's been doing that, so it's probably been you. But underneath here, this is probably the only place under here that it does not appear that it really needs anything under here too bad. But also, this is underneath the deck. I have a sinking feeling that you're not doing a whole lot of entertaining right here. So that's one way to save some money. Now, we can't get in and paint it, but seeing as the Trex is there, we'd have to paint each of these by hand. So what I usually tell people is, you know, save your money. You don't need to paint under this area. It still looks good. We'll clean it with a pressure washer, though, to clean all the pine needles. And this door looks awesome. It looks really good shape. Save your money there. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'll set this up as two different things. I'll set it up as just this back wall and the entire property. And the entire property would include everything, sans this door, sans the front door, and underneath the deck. But it would entail these big beams because they're going to need a little love before it gets too late. So, hey, what a beautiful house. I remember looking at this house when I was working for your big stained house down here on the right and for the Paytons. So, yeah, what a beautiful house. Thanks for the call, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you. Bye.